Hello people, Jeff the King here with Team Critical Trigger, and welcome to another episode of The Good and the Bad. And it's a bit different this time. It's not. These are basically the same card doing the exact same thing, but it's still along the same lines because they're different grades. It's kind of still fits in with the theme. So, bad, good. We'll start off with that. We'll start off with that every episode actually. What's good, what's bad? That's bad, that's good. Why? Well, he's not good enough to be running 4 off, I'll tell you that. We'll start off that for the beginning, but running 2 or 3, this guy can benefit you greatly. This guy, running any of him is stupidity. I decided to do this video today because this weekend I went to a Hobby League tournament, came first place by the way with my Gold Paladin deck. You guys will have probably already seen that because I upload these in different order to what I record them. So it was my Garmar Gold Paladin, I won. I faced another Gold Paladin and the guy was running this, and yeah, I had to basically do a video after I found that out. Bad card, very bad card. What they do, both of them, they counterblast 1 if you have 4 more other Gold Paladin rear guards. They gain plus 2000 till the end of the turn. Now, one thing this has going for him is he can be the Vanguard when he does this. Sure, this can be, but only turn 1. Obviously, you're not really bothered about that because you won't have 4 rear guards turn 1. So, he requires 1 less rear guard to be on the field to actually be active. Whereas him requires you to fill every single rear guard spot for him to actually work. That's his only upside. That's it. And it's not worth playing him because of that, trust me. This guy, he is a 7,000 booster. 7,000 boosts are pretty good. They're your best boost of your 8k vanillas. 7k boost, amazing. Everybody has to have some in your deck. Well, most of the time anyway. Oracle think tanks are a different story, but trust me, when they get Dark Cat, they'll be running it. And he can go up to 8k, 9k. Can go up to a 9k boost. A 9k boost is very, very significant because, well, for instance, why would you run this guy? I will move on to another thing. When you can run this guy. This guy requires all 4 of your rear guards to be filled. So the only time he'd not be better than this guy is if you didn't have anything behind your Vanguard. And if you chose not to having anything behind your Vanguard, just so you can hit 12k, whereas this guy, he hits 12k just when he's boosted. Another example, this guy, he hits 12k just when he's attacking a Vanguard. They're doing that without a counterblast. This guy even more so because he doesn't have to attack a Vanguard and he just has to get boosted, and these require you to have bloody ridiculous amounts of rear guards. So why would you run this over this? There is no logical explanation other than you don't own this, and if you don't, start spending more money on packs. The more money you dish out, the better your decks will be. For newbies, that's a rule for every card game in existence. If your deck's not good enough and you don't know why, start spending more money. It's the one downside to card games, and you're never going to get around it, so it's a common. You could buy these off eBay and probably for pennies. Just get these, stop running these, they're not worth it in any way. Whereas this guy, 9k boost, 9k boost, let's say he's boosting this. You boost, that's 21. 21 is a very significant number in this game. Hitting 21k is very good. And that can be 21k as a rear guard. I just moved it over then, but I did that kind of smoothly as I did it, so it's very hard to see. But yes, that can be a rear guard. You can have a different Vanguard here. Not this guy, this guy's bad. You could have a different Vanguard here, and you could have this as a rear guard. A 21k hitting rear guard, that's amazing. And all you got to do is have these 3 slots filled. This is why running 2 or 3 of him is totally worth it if you have room. If you're running Spectral Duke Gold Paladin, chances are you won't run him because you won't have room. But I'd still run him over Nemu. It's still worth the space if you have the spare counterblasts. And in a Garmar Gold Paladin such as my own, this is why this guy's sleeved, you know, and this one. That's why he's in there. He's actually in because I have the counterblast spare. The only real counterblast I use is a single Garmar. I've got my Vivians. Very rarely I hit them off. I don't really care about hitting them off, to be honest. At the moment I don't anyway. Once I build the deck I want to build, which is the Pelennor build, I do care about them hitting off, but they're in there just because my opponent blocks them like crazy. If I do hit them off every so often, it's fantastic. But yeah, spare counterblast, I have them, so this is definitely worth running. Where's this guy? His grade 3 equivalent. One of the worst grade 3s in existence. There we go, I've said it. One of the worst. Not the worst, but one of the worst grade 3s in existence. Do not run this guy, ever. If you can, you know, make sure you don't. If you have the other cards, make sure you don't have to. So please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe if you haven't already. In case you haven't guessed, these cards are put to the side for the next episode, so you'll see these dudes soon. This is Jeff the King, signing out.